Okay, I want to adjust something here right quick. Okay, good glorious morning, everyone. I'm taking a quick break to go outside. It's raining again. It's been kind of doing that for almost 2 days. But I think it was yesterday, maybe day before, I was out in the morning and was able to do a little bit of a walk. But today it's quite cold, so I'm not going to stay out here too much. And I'm having kind of a lazy, hazy day. I have the opportunity right now to lounge a bit. So I rested a little bit more. Um, and I am eating much better. My body is feeling absolutely glorious. I'm going to figure a way to show it to you on this thing. I don't know what happens here. I'm going to try something um, just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. Okay, so this body has come a very long way. I'm going to pull this up so you can see. I'm not nearly as thick as I have been. Okay, and I'm feeling really, really well. So I hope you could hear me during that part. Anyway, if you didn't, since I returned to Texas, I have a difference now of about 30 pounds. So, and most of that has come about from October. In October, I was about 15 pounds lighter than when I originally came to Texas in March. So I lost 15 pounds, I think, in there. And then in October, like around my birthday, I was about 15 pounds lighter then. And I was just pretty much, be perfectly honest, I was stressed out most of the time. And so my meals and things were not organized, and I was just kind of eating whatever. But I still maintained some composure. I got off the Blue Bell and tried to start cutting back on the sugars and stuff like that. So it kind of paid off. I would get exercise when I could. Okay, so it might be time for me to go in because the wind is picking up. Nonetheless, after October, from October to now, so that's November, December, I've lost 13 more pounds. And this is more of a concentrated effort because we came through Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, what happened with Thanksgiving, I got off of what I was doing and it's so easy to resort to the old behaviors. And I'm telling you this because many of us have set goals to make some changes. And I know personally how easy it is to slip into the old behaviors, especially when you have surroundings and environments that require you to eat out. Very difficult, okay, if you're trying to stick with something. But you can make those choices, okay? You can make those choices. And then when you don't have to eat out, and you have some time, invest the time in yourself. Invest the time in making healthy food choices. If you have a juicer, I really, really believe in that because you get so many nutrients and things that you can get from the food when you're juicing, and it's immediately available for your body. But with juicing, you truly, truly need to get organic produce, okay? Things like your celery, carrots, beetroots, whatever you're going to use. So Sprouts is one of my favorite places. And then after that, of course, is Whole Foods, or as some people say, Whole Paycheck. So I can normally find what I want. Be sure you're getting your vitamins and minerals, okay? I don't do a lot of supplementation. I don't believe that most of what I need is going to be in a bottle, but I do recognize that as we age, our bodies process things a little bit differently. So it's very important to move your body. So diet and lifestyle, this body was created for movement, okay? And we have adapted to a very, very sedentary lifestyle. Most of our work is done on a computer. We might run down the hall to print something out or go to the restroom, but basically you can wind up spending 8 hours in a very sedentary place. So I don't care if you got to get up just 10 minutes earlier. Take that 10 minutes to do some stretching, some yoga, being gentle with yourself, waking up the body, moving it, okay? You can do your prayer and meditation while you're doing this, okay? And then have a cup of warm water with lemon. When I'm doing something right now with wanting to do a little bit more weight loss and wanting to get my body a little more healthy, I will actually add some cayenne pepper to that warm lemon water. And I have the opportunity that I don't have to jump up and run off and get into traffic and all these kinds of things. So I can gradually work into my day. Find a way that you can do that. If you cannot, because you got kids, you got family, you got a job, you got all these obligations, and it's just really not really feasible, at least put 5 to 10 minutes into gently waking up in meditation, connecting with your spirit, okay? And then make time after work, okay, or after your obligations, and before you go to bed, okay? Put those gadgets away from you. In another room would be best of all. And I know most of us aren't going to do that. We got the plug like right next to the bed, and we wake up during the night and we look at what time it is, and maybe one of our friends has sent a text message and we might look at that too. I know. Ask me how I know. Okay. So we have to recondition, okay? So I'm going to go here. I'm always going to go here. The Quran says that God will not change the conditions of man until man changes the conditions of his heart. So I'm going to put that in a physical thing, okay? And we're going to talk about the body on that one today. So if you want to change the conditions of your heart, this is your circulatory system. It has everything to do with everything that you put into it, okay? How your heartbeat is, whether it's regular, whether you go into AFib, whatever's going on, because this blood is going all throughout your body and feeding your body and nourishing your body. So it's important, okay? So that's where movement comes in for the purpose of circulation, okay? And then allow your thoughts, connect your head with your heart and your heart with your head, so that you have a single focus, you have a single purpose. Now the Bible says, how can two walk together except they be in agreement? So if we're going to change the condition of our heart, we need to get our minds and our hearts in agreement. You can't think one thing and do another. Well, you can, but you're not going to create a better condition, okay? Yeah, I go into preaching and teaching, sorry. That's just part of it. So my biggest point today is make the time to take care of you. And the first part of taking care of you is realigning and connecting with that spirit. Now, we want to think most of the time that that's a God, and God is like up in heaven and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I can't get away from it. Okay, Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. Okay, God is in you. So allow yourself to be one with that spirit that works within you, that wakes you up every morning. Wake up and say thank you. Wake up in gratitude. Changing the conditions of the heart. I don't care what happened last night. I don't care what happened yesterday. If that dog died yesterday and you don't bury it, it will stink. So how are you going to bury it? You're not going to bury it by keeping it inside, because it will write you a letter on the tablets of your heart. Okay? It's all connected, honey. And it's all connected even between you and that other person that you had the whatever with that makes you a little bit unsettled. Now, when you change the way you think of things, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So let's go back to changing the condition of the heart. Let's see what we can find out about that encounter that separated us from the fullness of the love of God. And most of the time, it's going to be judgment. It's going to be that that person or thing or situation did not pan out the way that we thought we wanted it to. So let's see it in the light of love. And in the light of love, okay, things will change. And most often, okay, whether we like it right now or not, they will also change to teach us something or to help us to grow in another way. Okay? And it might be that we need to walk away from some of those things that happened last year. Let go. At 2018, it's over, baby. It's over. Bury it. Okay? Find your way and your place to forgive. Make amends if you need to, if you have to, if you're still on that job and that person or that situation is still not sitting right with you. Find a way to look at it differently. Communicate with somebody. Get it in there. I'm talking about changing the conditions of your heart. And then that way you can change the conditions of your life and everything else. Okay? So, I came out here to say good morning and show you how the body can change, to encourage you to move the body, which I'm going to go back into the house now and get to my yoga. I've had a very leisure morning. I've had some chai tea and all that wonderful stuff. So things are moving the way they're supposed to move in my body. I'll tell you a little secret. I've had my first visit to the restroom. That is important. You kind of need to get some crud out. Okay? We need to get the crap out. Otherwise, you wind up with stinking thinking. Okay? And I'm not going to spend my day in stinking thinking. I'm going to get rid of the stinky stuff. Okay? So that's what movement will do for you. Okay? Movement. You need those movements. All right? Very, very important. So, in the meantime, remember, I am a diet and lifestyle counselor. I'm giving you these tips to remind you that God loves us all, and you don't have to be conformed to this world, but you can be transformed by the renewing of your mind and offering your body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, as your reasonable service, that you might prove what is that good and perfect will of God. Okay? And you cannot prove to me that the good and perfect will of God is supposed to be that we're walking around sick, broke down, this disease, dragging a bag of little orange bottles behind us or around us, or filling our purse with it, or filling something else with it. I'm not going that way. So if you want a more natural approach to your health and to take control of your health and your body, give me a call. I'll be happy to work with you. I'm a diet and lifestyle counselor, as well as a minister. So we will go into spirit and work out your personal plan. what's going to work for you. Okay? That's about all. Give me a call at 408-917-9013. I'd love to work with you. And in the meantime, let's get moving. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Love you guys. Have a glorious day.